Looks like Cinnabon's reached critical mass, huh, buddy? Yeah. What you see out there, buddy? What you seeing? Birds? Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's. Look at his lips. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Uh-oh. It's okay, boo-boo. It's the printer. I'm printing out the 100K subscribers questions and answers. Oh, he don't like that. No. He thinks there's somebody up there. We'll have to show him it's okay. This is what all the commotion's about. I'll go ahead and show him it's okay. Cinnabon, little baby. Where'd you go? You under the bed? Nope. Wonder where he went. He's probably down here under the steps. It's okay, buddy. Where's the printer? Oh, where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd the baby go? He's not down here. He definitely went downstairs, though. Cinnabon. Oh, hey, it's okay. Look, this is what it was. Look at this. Yeah, all the questions I got to answer. Yeah. Can you help me, please? Yeah. You can inspect. It's okay, mister. It's okay, Mr. Boo-Boo. Yeah. Hey, little cat loaf. You still scared? Okay. What a good baby. Yeah. What a good baby. Don't let me disturb you. I'm just checking on you. Making sure you're okay. Yeah. You don't have to be scared of no printer. Oh, it just prints on the paper and occasionally scans stuff. Yeah, but it doesn't really bother kitty cats. Good thing Cinnabon's not here. He wouldn't appreciate this train that's coming. Oh, there it is. Whoa. There's a big train. I wonder where it's going. Wow. It's kind of cool. They still use trains, you know? Probably a lot cheaper than flying all this stuff. Some of this is probably too hazardous to fly with. Ooh, look at all the I-beams. Cool. Hey, little boo-boo, sorry about that. Daddy had to go run and grab some antiques. Yeah. And then look what I got. This is not for you, I'm sorry to say. Ooh, gotta get myself a slice or 2 or 3 or 4 of green olive pizza. Yeah. I'm gonna watch, or at least start watching a movie too, but we'll get onto the questions later, okay? And the answers too. Yeah. We picked this up at one of the antique places. Look at that. It's a Rambo movie. Yeah. A little too violent for you? You know you're old when DVDs are at antique stores. Okay. He hears birds. He's into this movie now. Oh yeah, buddy. There's birds in the TV. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Boo-Boo, are you ready to start the questions? Okay, we'll start with the first page, okay? First question is probably one of the funniest. It says, damn, 100,000 already? I guess so. Yeah. The next question is, What is Cinnabon's favorite treats? My cat Angelo's favorite treats are Temptations chicken flavor. Oh, Cinnabon has had those before. Yes, but I think his favorite, and most of you probably already know this, is what Claudia picked out for him. Look at this. Greenies. Why don't we have some right now, boo-boo? Yeah? Why don't we go ahead and have some? Yeah? Cinnabon wants to have a chill day today, huh, buddy? Oops, I dropped one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just got a couple, okay? I just got a couple in my hand now. Come here, Mr. Boo-Boo. Yeah, I got some more treats for you. Where that came from? Here you go. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, we have another one. We'll try to get this one to you, okay? It's kind of a weird position for treats, huh? Oh, my goodness, we didn't get any. That's okay. Usually I don't try to feed it from behind like that. All right, okay, we'll do a do-over, okay? Yeah, we'll get a couple more. You only got a couple anyway, so we'll do some more for you, okay? He's like, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, here we go, mister. Here we go. We got more treats for you. Oh, no, I got the whole bag. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Oh, there we go. That's how it works. Oh, there we go. That's better. Here's another one. Oh, good baby. What a good baby. Let's check out the next question, okay? Do you think you and Cindy could just do YouTube full time? Yeah. Not at this point. That would be pretty cool to be a full-time cat daddy, but that's definitely not in the cards in the near future. No. But it would be cool. I'd have to be homeless for that to be reality, but I'm just teasing. No. I'm sure Cinnabon would survive a lot better than I would out there, huh, buddy? Yeah. Next question is, how old is Cinnabon? Well, I wish I knew. You want to sit on the couch, don't you, little boo-boo? You can go up here. Yeah, we can go up on the couch if you want. Oh. Or you can join your daddy. You can join your daddy. Yeah. How old is he? I first noticed him in the summer of 2017. He looked like a kitten back then, but he could have just been malnourished, I believe, at the time. So I can only guess he's probably 5 to 7 years old. It's just a guess. When I first brought him to the vet a couple years back, they said that he was younger. So that's good. They could tell based on his teeth that he was a younger cat. So that is probably not too far off from how old he really is. If only we knew how old you were, huh, boo-boo? Yeah. Next question is, would it be possible? Please sing to Cinnabon. Sarah from London in the UK sends lots of love to him. Absolutely. Yeah, so Cinnabon, Sarah from London in the UK. That's the United Kingdom. Yes. Sends lots of love to you, okay? Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he sends his back. Yeah. Next question. Oh, here we go. Which Pokemon card do you have at the top of the steps in some videos recently? You've probably already seen it because these questions were asked 2 months ago, so I apologize for not getting these done earlier. Just been really busy, a lot going on, so I haven't really had a chance to do this. But now we do. That is a Meowth Pokemon card. I'll go ahead and show you in just a minute. Do you want to come with, buddy? Okay. It's this one, see? Yeah. Oh, static electricity. Meowth. Galarian Meowth. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's Cinnabon's first and probably only Pokemon card. Not that he cares. No, he doesn't really care, but that's kind of a fun thing, you know. Yeah. See, he kind of likes it. He hasn't traded it away yet. Oh. Ooh, you hear that, buddy? It's the heat. Yeah, we're going to get pretty hot in here. Cinnabon's at his playground. Next question. Congratulations on reaching 100,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. When are you going to get your official document from YouTube? I assume they're referring to the silver play button. We actually got that already. We haven't opened it yet though, so we're going to do a big video on the unboxing of that, so look forward to that. When that'll happen, I don't know, but there was another question someone asked how long it takes to get that. It really didn't take long at all. I was pleasantly surprised. They had that thing here within a week or two after achieving that milestone, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, buddy, huh? This is going to be really fun when we unbox it. I haven't unboxed it yet. I got the box, but I haven't unboxed it. Question for Lex. Just curious how Cinnabon acts if you've ever had a woman over. And if the woman spends the night, how does he act? Cinnabon loves snuggling with you in bed, so just wondering if he gets confused or mad if you have someone over. No, not at all. In fact, when Claudia was here, he absolutely adored her, and there were no problems, huh, buddy? No. In fact, he misses her very much. Where's he going? Oh, he's playing on the steps. We'll go follow him as we read these questions. Do you still have ghosts? That's a good question. There's been a handful of videos where Cinnabon behaves in a strange way, and we hear, perhaps see something kind of floating, and I don't know if it was really a ghost at all. I've had some people tell me they were, and they gave me a lot of insight. Who knows? Maybe there's things that just kind of travel and come and go. So we haven't really had anything too weird happen recently, so maybe we're okay. But I mean, just assuming we ever did have an issue, there's a lot of antiques in the house. There's been a few weird things with both Cinnabon and Theo when I had the dog over before with the curio cabinet. So I really don't know. That kind of is up in the air. It probably always will be, unless something just like straight up comes down here and is like, hey, I'm a ghost. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Can you remind me, was Cinnabon a stray cat? In your this is a little hard to read. Hang on. I'm just going to read exactly how it is. Can you remind me, was Cinnabon a stray for your backyard woods that you let in? If so, can you repost those first videos or link them for me? So there are a handful of older videos that one of the most probably well-known one was him coming in the house for the first time. So I'll put links in the description to those early videos that kind of explain him a little bit. But yeah, absolutely, he was a stray that came over, stray/feral that came over. Yeah. And you blessed this house, didn't you, little boo-boo? Yes, you did. You blessed this house with your presence. Mm-hmm. Yes. Have you ever considered teaming up with an author/illustrator and write stories about your life together? So many of us would love it. Yes, that gets asked a lot. And there was something in the works a couple years ago. The plans fell through. I highly doubt that'll ever come to fruition, at least not in that particular case. But maybe someday. That'll be interesting. I don't really have the resources or connections to do that, but it may happen. We'll see. If it probably won't happen for a long time, if ever, but that is a great idea. I think it would make an excellent children's book. Many of you have asked about that or suggested that before, so that is a wonderful idea, and I think that would be really cool. It's a cool story. I think kids would love it. Oh, buddy. Can you do a video Cinnabon soft meows compilation, please? I really never do compilations because most of the footage, after I upload, I really don't save it because there's so much footage. There's mountains of footage. So unfortunately, I don't really have an easy way to do that. Even if I did, I'd have to go through a lot. Oh no, look, buddy, we got a box Zelda bug. Look at the box Zelda bug. Oh no, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it for me. He likes to smush those things in the carpet. All right, let's see what the next question is. Okay, boo-boo? Next question. He's busy with the box Zelda bug. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, don't eat it. No. Could you try to target shoot a 100K onto paper or whatever would be best and frame it? That's a really good idea. Not in this video, but maybe next time I go shooting, maybe, just maybe, we'll sneak that in there. That'd be kind of cool. I'd probably have to get pretty close to do that unless it's with a rifle. I mean, it might come out and you might not even be able to read it, depending on how well I shoot that day. How's your brother doing with his videos? As far as I know, his videos are going pretty well. Yeah, a little bit different content than us, huh, buddy? Yeah, his are a little more... Probably, well, I guess it depends on the level of entertainment, what you're into, but his are definitely a lot heavier as far as of a more serious nature, catching predators and things like that, obviously, so it's quite different. But yeah, as far as I know, things are going pretty well in that regard. He has a Patreon too, which has some of the more crazy stuff that YouTube doesn't allow or doesn't want people. Did that thing escape under the closet, buddy? Yeah, I think it did. Any chance you plan to upload your videos on Rumble or alternative media? No, I've talked to people have asked me that before. I really don't plan to in the near future. I don't really have time for anything else but YouTube. And YouTube, I think, is overall a very good platform, if you will, for our type of content. So I don't think my stuff is controversial enough to warrant Patreon. I have thought about that before. Maybe some of the gun stuff, which I enjoy doing a lot because it's something different. And a lot of, I would say roughly, probably over half of viewers like it. Probably other half doesn't like it as much. Aren't you worried your kitty may meet a predator outside at night? Absolutely. That's why I try to keep him inside at night. Every once in a while, he'll stay out kind of late. Did you lose that bug, buddy? You lost it? That's okay. So absolutely, of course, it's always something I worry about. But I try to keep an eye on him. And at night, after a certain amount of time, or if it's dark, I keep him inside to try to minimize that. Is there somebody editing your videos now, or did you just improve over time? Oh, that's a fun question. So Claudia did help tremendously while she was over here editing and filming, so that may be the change you've noticed. Again, these questions are about 2 months old. I apologize again for for not doing this earlier, but we've just been so busy, huh, buddy? We've been so busy. Yes. We're going to hop up on the chair. Oh, we're going to step on the paper. But it's probably a combination of that and also just in time. Whoa, you do, or at least I get a little bit better in filming and editing. Some videos I don't edit. I like those. Those are the easier ones where we're just playing for a long time. Other times I do like to edit. The gun videos are edited most because there's a lot of cool montage stuff and I enjoy doing that. Something different, huh, buddy? Yeah. My question is, have you always loved kitties? My grandparents had cats, and I always enjoyed them as a kid, but I never really was a cat person. I never thought I'd get one or have one, and then the good Lord saw fit to bless me with a kitty cat, huh, buddy? So, yeah, I've always liked animals in general, so I didn't dislike cats, but I always kind of viewed cats compared to dogs, right? Everyone compares cats and dogs. To me, for the longest time, cats are like, oh, they're everywhere, they're free, people can't get rid of them, whereas dogs are a little more, what's the word I'm trying to think of? A little more desired. Or if you see a stray dog, like Claudia and I have talked about this, you see a stray dog, it's like, oh my goodness, this dog needs help. Because the dog isn't really capable of taking care of itself like a cat is. When you see a cat walking around, a random cat, it's like, oh, that cat knows what they're doing. Maybe that's a compliment to cats. They're very self-sufficient, huh, buddy? Yeah, you self-sufficient. Somebody sees you walking around, they don't care because they know he's a kitty cat. And he's got his stuff down, don't you, buddy? Yeah. This is a funny one. Do you have a girlfriend? And if not, why? As if not having one, there's something wrong. Just kidding. I don't know if that's what they meant. But I do, and her name is Claudia, and she's been in a handful of videos. You've seen her probably in at least 2 videos or so. And then in a lot of other ones where you can just hear her talking, and she films quite a bit too. And she'll be back, and I'm sure she'll be in future videos, at least filming and helping edit and all that fun stuff, huh, buddy? Yeah. Question: do you ever get scared Cindy will get hurt out there? Yes, this kind of goes along with the at night and predators, and absolutely, he's been injured before actually too when Claudia was here. I don't know who it was, but I think Cinnabon had an altercation with another cat, and he had a cut in his ear. So we kept him inside for 3 days to heal, 3 or 4 days, and he absolutely hated it. He was so pissed off about that because he wanted to go outside. It's one of those things where, as a parent, you know what to do and keep him inside because he had to heal. It was pretty grisly. We gave him some medical treatment, obviously, here, and it was important that he didn't get it dirty and get it disturbed because you had to kind of set it, if you will. It was his ear. It was pretty nasty. And he was so upset, I'm pretty sure deliberately crapped outside of his litter box. Cats do that as a, hey, I'm pissed off. I get it, because he probably thought, well, he didn't know what was going on, so I understand that, right? Is that the box of the book? What'd you do with that little thing? What'd you do with that thing? Do you intend to narrate books? You may get some public recognition. Yeah, people mentioned that before. That would be cool. I just don't know where to begin with that. That would be a career change. So possibly I'd be open to that. It'd be pretty interesting. Again, I just don't even know where to go. I have done some narration at work, actually, pretty interestingly enough. The marketing group asked me to narrate a video, which is kind of cool. Something different. Oh, buddy. Yeah, something kind of different, huh? Yeah, Daddy can be a narrator sometimes. Can you help me read the next one, please? Oh, thank you. All right, let's see if I can read the next one. I can't, though. There's a big fluffy monster on top of there. All right, hang on. There we go. Question number 2. Perhaps you could write a book about Cinnabon as a friendly, engaging manual for kids on how to take care of adopted stray cats. That is not a bad idea at all, actually. It kind of goes along with a children's book, except this one would be more like a manual. That's interesting. That's pretty different. No one's actually suggested that before, as far as I know, so that is a good idea. A lot of the times I would encourage kids, because they may not necessarily know what's best. It depends on their age, too, and level of maturity, but generally, whenever there's an animal question, they probably should call an adult, right? Maybe it's just as simple as that. But if the kids are older, perhaps they could do something to help them. What are your dream places to go on vacation? My favorite vacation destination, one of my favorite places I've ever been was Fort Myer Beach, Florida. That was a fun place. I've had previous vacations that were pretty cool too. I always enjoyed going to Mackinac City and Mackinac Island with my family back in the day. That was always fun too. Florida was nice because it was November. It was during a bad time in the world, and in Florida, everyone pretty much ignored that, so it was kind of nice hanging out with people and enjoying just kind of fun things that, at least at the time here, we couldn't enjoy. Restaurants were closed here. And in Florida at the time they weren't. So it was kind of cool. We were still careful, of course. But that was cool for the time, especially. And it was November in Florida. At least that part of Florida was absolutely wonderful. So that's probably my dream place. As far as a place I haven't gone yet, I don't know. Maybe Ireland. That would be kind of cool. Hey, Mr. Boo, are you ready to proceed? Okay. If you could or had to live anywhere else in the USA or world, where would you live? Kind of goes along vacation. If I ever were to move, I'd probably definitely stay within the U.S. for many reasons. Mostly of which the weapons are most of the weapons I have would be illegal in most other countries, so I can't really go anywhere else unless I sell them or get rid of them or have them in what my friends say deep storage. But I would probably go in the south just because of the weather. Winters here are not getting any. Well, they actually are getting better as the earth warms up, I guess. Right? That's what they say anyway. Yeah, I don't really care as long as it's not too bad. Yeah. Okay, next question. Are you considering doing any different types of videos in the future? I have a long list of videos. They're all pretty much in the same vein. Some of them are a little bit different. Yeah, maybe a little bit better production, more editing for some of them, but I'm still going to keep it all kind of how I have been. Yes, I like to keep things kind of simple, huh, little boo-boo? I do have a lot of cool videos. I've been working on some videos for over a year, too. Like the Soviet RPG 7V video, which have not completed yet, but it's pretty much done. It's pretty crazy. It's one of those videos we have to do the disclaimer because there's some information in there about pretty much you can watch it and know how to use a rocket launcher, so you got to be careful with that. But it's all just because I'm a super nerd. Never really intend to use a real one, nor do I really want something like that because well, what could possibly go wrong with a real functioning rocket launcher? I don't know. 2 questions. Okay. Is he indoors more than out? In the winter, absolutely. Yeah, he's inside probably 23 hours a day this time of year. And in the summer months, the warmer months, he's outside probably a little bit more, maybe half the time. How long did it take for him to start sleeping on your bed with you? That's a good question. I'd have to think about that. I would say it was when he started coming inside regularly. He would want out at night, so we went through that for a while. It was probably a couple months or so. I remember at first he was super rambunctious and wouldn't even want to go in the bed. I was thinking, why can't you be like Theo, that little dog I used to watch? Because Theo would just sleep in the bed. Cinnabon wouldn't. He was very nocturnal and would just want to play. Yes, I remember. One of the first nights he spent the night inside, my buddy Kevin was here and he was sleeping in the basement. And Cinnabon was bugging me, and I was just trying to sleep, so I was kind of ignoring him. Then Cinnabon would go downstairs and bother him because he didn't quite get used to the human sleep schedule. Now he is, of course, and Cinnamon pretty much sleeps through the whole night. Now I'll hear him plop off the bed sometimes, which is kind of cute. And then I'll see like his toys moved around. I know, but it's dirty. I got a vacuum. Oop. I'm sorry, I don't know if I scared you. Okay, my cue. Who the heck is Claudia? Claudia is my girlfriend. Lex, when are you going to visit a Cinnabon restaurant? That's funny. I was just talking to Claudia about that. Probably, maybe May. I don't know for sure. I've never actually been to one. I think there's one at the airport near me, but I've never actually seen it. I always look for it. I know. Would that be? You want to look at the questions? But we'll definitely do a video about that where Lex goes to Cinnabon and then brings Cinnabon to Cinnabon, even though he probably is not going to eat anything from it. So again, these questions were asked about 2 months ago, so before Christmas. What is Cinnabon asking Santa for Christmas this year? Well, I think Cinnabon asked for more toys and treats, and you got all of those and so much more, huh, buddy? Also, Lex, what are you asking Santa for Christmas this year? Well, it's obviously Christmas is past, and I got a lot of cool stuff. I never really asked for a lot. I don't. At my age, if you want something, you pretty much buy it. So anything that I get was more or less a surprise, which is always nice too, because when somebody really gets you, friends, family, loved ones, then they get you things that they think they'll like or they know you'll like. And that's what's cool. Like, not asking for something, then getting it. People sometimes recognize that you need things and they'll get those for you, which is cool. Yeah. Like a NutriBullet blender from Claudia. That was pretty freaking cool. Oh, I guess we can't do any more questions because of the in the paper. Let me just see if I can slip these away. Come on, buddy. Can I do it? Oh, sorry about that. Here, you can have this one. I'm done with this one. You can have that. Well, he wants the thick one. Okay. Do you ever invite your neighbors over for a grill out or bonfire night just to be neighborly and get to know them better? I have before, actually. When I first moved in, I did a housewarming party, and I invited most of the neighbors. That's so cute. Most of the neighbors, only one of actually two of them, a couple, came over. And I've had a couple other ones where they invited me to their place, and that was fun. So every once in a while, yeah. Most of them are cat people too, which is cool. Or dog people. Whoa. Does Cindy have a litter box? Yes, he does. Oh, he just bit a hole through it. Dang. We got a hair on there too. Is that for me? He just bit a hole right through it. Whoa. Now I know how he really feels about these questions. Yes, he does have a litter box. Does he prefer using the restroom outside? I think he does. I really suspect he does. Because he's sort of like a dog and he goes outside, he'll use the bathroom. But when he's cooped up inside a lot, he does use a litter box a lot more. In the summer, though, I hardly ever have to change it, but in the winter, I have to change it out a lot more. Has the P word affected the supply of cat food? That P word meaning the current state of the world where things are kind of crazy. And has it affected the supply of cat food where you live? It did. I noticed it about a year ago, and it was kind of hard finding Shiba cuts. So I ordered some from, what's that place called? Chewy. And that got me several months of food. But lately I haven't had problems finding it, so I've been ordering it or just buying it at Target and stuff like that. Certainly seems to have affected us here in the South. It was weird. There's been times where I've gone to the store and I would talk to strangers about it because their cats would like a particular brand of food. I bought a bunch of different brands. Cinnabon loves the Shiba cuts, which I think is made by Iams, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I have a question. Okay. Have you ever considered having a wood burning stove installed? Yes, I would love that. A handful of my friends have those. And I just don't know the floor plan, how I would do that here. If I ever do an outbuilding, that's how I'll do it. Because I do have a lot of, as you can see, woods that I can use as a fuel source. I know you're very self-reliant, and a large wood stove in your TV room can keep you and Cinnabon warm in the event of a prolonged power outage. Absolutely. I do have a generator so I can run the furnace and a lot of other things during that. So that would kind of be a backup. But yeah, having a backup heat source like a wood burning stove would be amazing. So that would be cool. You can cook on it and you can have wood already chopped, stacked, and aged to do you for the next year. Yes, that would be ideal. It really would be. There are some people that install the little like sugar shacks outside of the house, and they can pretty much burn anything. I have heard of those too. I don't know a whole lot about that. Again, I do have a lot of wood, so that would be a good idea to do that. Good wood for burning too. A lot of black cherry. Give a lot of it away. Certainly is a wonderful idea. Have you ever thought of giving Cinnamon a bath? I've addressed this numerous times. Now, a healthy cat doesn't actually need a bath. So, if a cat is healthy and doesn't get into something crazy, they're more than capable of cleaning themselves. They're self-cleaning, aren't you, buddy? Yeah, so you really don't have to clean them. And I've heard that it can actually do harm because they have oils in their skin and things like that. So I really haven't. It's not necessarily like it is with most dogs, or probably all dogs, I'm guessing. Yeah. What has Cinnamon changed in you? He's definitely made me a lot more probably tolerant and accepting of not so much animals, but just people in general, people that maybe need a little help, because sometimes we're that person that needs a little bit of extra help, right? It got me to think twice, maybe consider people's situations a little bit more. You know, everyone has a story. A lot of times things are pretty deep. Has Cinnamon ever been in a cat fight? Oh, yes. I've seen him in a ball of fire with other cats before. I've seen him hit other cats. So he was not the nicest cat to that other orange kitty that was around here. And I've seen him in bean fight before. I've seen Cinnabon chase cats. I've seen him run away from cats. So yeah, he's definitely been in fights. He's had some injuries too from presumably cat fights. Is Cinnabon a picky eater? Oh yes, he is. He generally only likes his food. Do you remember when you want Cinnababy to stay longer in your home? Yes, absolutely do. I remember I was just worried about him a little bit more because he would be gone sometimes for too long. And when you fall in love with Cinnababy, I would say probably around the time I built this little house and put that out there. That's when I accepted him as part of the pack, or what a lion's pride, part of the pride. Hey, buddy, I'm done with this sheet. You can have this sheet. Yeah, here, this one's yours now. Oh, careful, don't want to get a paper cut. Does Cinnabon have any habits you don't like? Oh, yeah. He likes to scratch the stairs. He's not supposed to scratch sometimes. I know. And going to the door all the time, back and forth, and then I open it and then he doesn't do anything. That's kind of annoying. But that's pretty much all cats and dogs do that. And probably the worst thing that he can do is when I get home from work or if I am about ready to leave for work or trying to leave for work, he will just scream at me. You've seen that in videos sometimes. He's a cat that needs a lot of attention, so I try to make a point to get up a little extra early to play with him. Because he's not the type of cat that will just leave you alone and not want to be messed with. Cinnabon is a cat that very much loves to be the center of attention most of the time. So, yeah. So that's something I just have to adjust it, Well, can I read the next question, please? Please? Yeah, you can lay on these ones. Does Cinnabon like dirty laundry? Not really. I know dogs do sometimes. Question, Cinnabon drinks toilet water? No, I've never seen him do that before. Question, Cinnabon has hair mats. I don't think he does. I know what you mean. I believe I know what you mean. It's like when hair gets matted. Very rarely, if ever. Every once in a while I'll see like clumps of hair that come off him, but not really. So, question, Cinnabon tortures your cars? I'm not sure what they mean. Some of these are verbatim. Cinnabon tortures your cars. I don't think he does. He's afraid of cars, especially if they're running. And he doesn't like to be in cars. Question, how the heck you got the idea that Bean is a good cat? What good deeds has he done? That's really cute. So I was told, well, I've actually pet Bean before. His parents were telling me about how nice he is. He's a good kitty. He lays down with them, and he's a very loving cat. So I take their word for it, and I believe it too. I've pet Bean before over at his parents' house, and he's a good cat. Just for some reason, Cinnamon and Bean, they just don't seem to get along. So Cinnamon doesn't play nice with... I've really never seen him respond good to any other cat except for a black cat with a little bow tie. For some reason, he seems to get along with that cat. All other cats he's ever interacted with, he doesn't really get along with very well. It's still funny about Cinnamon torches your cars. I think they meant to say cars. I don't... Are you going to get Cinnamon a brother or sister? That kind of goes along with the previous question a little bit. I don't think so. If I do, it would have to be a kitten or maybe a puppy because he, again, does not respond well to other animals. He saw the other cat. He was basically until a day that we brought that cat to a shelter, Cinnamon was hitting it in the face and just not... He was getting a little more used to that cat, but it would never... I don't think it would have worked. And a lot of people just assume that, oh, you gotta bring this cat in, but that's something that Cinnamon definitely didn't want, and I'm not going to force it. And it's something I really didn't want either. Because some houses are really only, cats especially, are only good to have just one. Some people can only have one pet. And some people shouldn't have any pets, too. It really depends on people's situations in their homes. How does your family feel about the 100K milestone? I'm sure they think it's cool. We talked about it a little bit. Will you have a special celebration with them? We haven't really done that. I don't know if it's something it'd just be kind of weird celebrating something like that, I guess. It's definitely cool, especially with the play button and stuff like that, which we'll do a video on later, as I mentioned. But we haven't really had like a formal celebration of that. It was kind of, it's been a long time coming, and it's just kind of cool to talk about. What describes Cinnamon best? Tiger, lion, or some other big cat? Probably a tiger because of his... Can't really see him right now, but he's got some stripes too, don't you, buddy? Yeah. What are your favorite drinks? Well, I don't really drink soda anymore. Well, maybe once every few months, but it was Surge soda. But I like pineapple type drinks as far as flavor, like citrusy drinks. But without soda, I really haven't really drank much. I like shakes now, but this is going to gross a lot of people out, but I love milk. And I've had all kinds of milk too, like cow milk and almond milk. I love it all. Nothing like coming home all hot and sweaty after mowing the grass and then drinking a nice, tall, cold glass of milk. Chocolate milk's pretty good too, but I almost never buy chocolate milk. What do you think of grip attachments for assault rifles and carbines? Like the vertical and angled grips? I have a vertical grip on one of my AKs. It's very comfortable because all rifles get hot when you dump 60 rounds really fast, it gets pretty hot and it's very comfortable. Generally, I don't put grip attachments on my guns. I don't want to say it's trendy because they do have a purpose. I just not a big fan of it. I like the more conventional handguards. And I could show you what I'm talking about later when I show you my AK. I'll do that later in this video. Angled grips are pretty cool too, because that circumvents some of the laws, which I think is good. Which video games present as reducing recoil, increasing okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, reducing recoil, increasing accuracy? I don't know about that. For me, I never... And it's going to add a little bit of weight, so that's going to help absorb recoil. Maybe better stability. I don't get into like crazy precision shooting. But as far as increasing accuracy, I don't really know. Probably depends on the shooter. If someone's having accuracy issues, adding a grip I don't think is going to make a huge difference unless they're having like an issue, or maybe it's correcting an issue that they have in a different way. But I never really thought of it as that. I always thought of it more of a comfort thing, because most of my rifles get really hot if I shoot really fast, and that grip helps because it's kind of outside of the area that gets hot, so it helps. Just kind of helps protect your hand a little better. And I'll show you what I mean later. I want to know if the representation is accurate. You know, I'm not an expert, so I can't say for sure, and I haven't played video games in a while, but generally video games are not an accurate representation at all with weapons. Like, you'll have a 30-round magazine that seemingly lasts forever in the video games. I think they're getting a little bit more realistic, though, but yeah, I can't really answer. I haven't played games in a while, but generally, video games from both a story and technical standpoint, like movies, are quite often off. But not always. When you're in bed and Cinnabon wants you up, what would he do if you get stubborn and non-compliant and hide under the quilt, refuse to show yourself? He is pretty vocal. Yes, if Cinnabon wants to wake me up, he will lightly, usually, touch my face. Sometimes he'll lay down right next to my head, which is irritating. Or he'll just jump off the bed and meow at me. Pretty much that's usually what he does. What exactly is your profession? I work in IT, which is information technology, so pretty much computers and anything that talks to computers, and also mobile devices. So an IT guy, basically. Does Cinnabon purr or not? I don't remember it being shown. He does purr, but he has a very quiet purr, and it's very difficult for that to be picked up by at least the microphone that I use in this camera, or phone. What is you and Zach's interest in collecting Pokemon cards? Were you fans as children? Just curious. Yeah, I think that's really what it is a little bit kind of recapturing that nostalgic feeling when you're opening a pack of Pokemon cards. It's just cool. It's definitely nostalgic, just like how some people like baseball cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you know, things like that, or how like people will collect airplanes or model cars, or they buy cars they always wanted as a kid. It's just trying to recapture something from the past, I suppose. What questions do you really wish Cinnabon could answer? Yeah, that's a very good question, or a very good point to ponder. I have a load of background questions for him. Age of birthday. I would love to actually know his birthday, as I mentioned earlier. Previous home with humans, if any, and why is he no longer with them? Yeah, I would love to know. I mean, best I can tell, he was probably a barn cat, because he was captured, as you can see. He has the tipped ear. So at one point, he was caught and deemed feral or maybe unadoptable, and released back in the wild, only to come here and be adopted by me, which is cool. Yeah, and life experiences before meeting you, that would be amazing, and we'll never know the answers. I'm sure you're probably right, unfortunately. What dry food do you give Cinnabon? He gets a combination of wet and dry food. The dry food he gets is typically Meow Mix. There's various different flavors of it. Where can I find the episode with Bond's painting? So there's a few different episodes about that. He has a pet portrait, which my cousin did, and there's also one that Paul Moments did, which is more of a Photoshop kind of a thing. So I'll put links in the description to both of those if you want to check them out. I still have to do one more video with the pet portrait that my cousin did, because I still haven't framed that yet, so I got to do another video where I go to Hobby Lobby and all that fun stuff. I never turned down an opportunity to go to Hobby Lobby. So I'll put those in the description. I think in the description so far, I'll have those videos and some of the earlier videos of Cinnabon too. If you had to choose one gun and one gun only to protect you and Cinnabon in some crazy apocalyptic scenario, which would you choose and why? I love this question. Thank you for asking that. So I think about this all the time. It would be between the HK G36K and the Yugoslavian M70 AB2, which is an underfolding AK. And the winner between those two is going to be the Yugoslavian M70 AB2. I'll go ahead and show you. I have one. I'm working on another one. You'll see a video on the other one. But I'll go ahead and take a little break from being upstairs, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I'll also talk about the vertical grip as well while I'm down there. So stay tuned. You'll get to see some weapons. So trigger warning. For any of you that don't like that, you're about to see some sweet guns. here we have it, the Zastava M70AB2. I've shown this before in other videos. Now, as for the Y, I like the cartridge. It's 760 by 39. That's a pretty big cartridge, as you can see here. 30 round magazine, which is standard. I also like how there's no electronics on this gun. It's just straight iron sights, so very simple. These are very reliable weapons. It's basic blued steel and wood, old school. The thing works. This one has actually been used in the presumably a war. Now it is, of course, since then been cut up and rebuilt in the United States on an American receiver with some US parts for compliance purposes. Has an underfolding stock, so you can collapse this and be more compact. It's just a good gun. This ironically happens to be one of the most beat up AKs I have, but it's also the most accurate and the most reliable AK I have as well. AKs are known for their reliability. This one just stands out above the other ones. As far as the vertical foregrip, you see this one doesn't have any. This one isn't, this is not a modern gun, but this has a kind of a built-in grip, which looks really weird. They call this the donkey dong. What's cool is if I were to dump 60, so 60 would be 2 of these magazines of ammunition in either of these guns, it gets really hot, so hot to where it's a little uncomfortable holding this without a glove. But with this, it's no big deal because the heat kind of is right here, and the heat doesn't transfer very well into the wood, so you can hold this and be very comfortable. So if you have to dump magazine after magazine after magazine, this is going to want to do it. Now, what you're probably referring to as far as the vertical grip, I don't really have any modern guns with vertical grips. This is probably what you were really thinking of, because this is pretty unique situation there. This is more than likely what I think you're referring to as like a modern gun. We have a SBR here, a Colt. I believe that's a 10.3 inch Colt, not a Commando. This would be a Colt CQB. I have a Commando as well, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's just a Colt. But you can attach a grip here, and I don't really do that. There's nothing wrong with that. People have different preferences, but I'm pretty old school. I don't even like the cheese grater rails because I can see I don't use them. I'm very traditional. This is what I'm about right here. Old school guns. It's a 1989 AK. This one I think is from the early 80s. The top one's Romanian. Also built on a US receiver. Yugoslavian. This is an American Colt, which is in a different realm. But yeah, if I had to go to hell and back, I'm gonna be taking this AK. It's a workhorse right here. And it can also launch grenades, which is pretty cool. Now, Cinnabon could choose a gun. He'd probably pick his gun, which is his Desert Eagle 50 Action Express. This is a sick gun. And I also plan on doing another video with this, probably in 4K. Oh, he's getting excited just thinking about it. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, look what I got out. It's the Deagle. Yeah, the gold Deagle. He's like, get me out here. I don't want that. Just teasing. Thanks for letting me get it out for this video, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate that. Whoa! He's gonna go after his magic wand over there? That's a toy Claudia gave you, isn't it? All right, buddy, well, let me put this away, okay? Yeah, we don't need this for playtime, not right now. Hey, Mr. Boo-Boo. Hey. What's that you got on your back? Guess it looks like a piece of straw or something. Looks like a piece of straw. Yeah. Ooh, oh my goodness. No video is complete without some playtime, although we do some. Sometimes they don't have playtime. All right, next question. If I can answer questions while we're playing, a little bit of a distraction, but we'll make it work. Do you know if Cinnabon was a stray or feral kitty? He acted like he had a family before, so I don't know if he was. Oh, you okay, buddy? Looks like he had that stuck on his foot. So I don't think he was really truly feral, but his behavior did revert to a feral-like cat. Did you ever find out how Cinnabon ended up outside? I haven't. I assume he was either abandoned or maybe it was just a farm cat that eventually wanted to actually find a real family. Does your brother Zach drink a lot of caffeine as he seems hyper in your videos while you're more relaxed, or is it a dog owner / cat owner trait? He doesn't have a dog right now, but we did grow up with dogs. I don't know. I don't think he really... I think it's just a personality thing. Whoa. I don't think he really drinks caffeine. He's pretty healthy, so I don't think he would drink anything like that. At least not regularly. Here's my cue. Do you have any plans to buy an exercise wheel for Cinnabon? I've seen that before. It's super cute. Did you drop your... Oh, you dropped your toy. Oh, no. Let me get it for you. Maybe, but he stays very active outside, especially in the summer months and the warmer months, but I don't really know if he needs that. It would be cool, though. And knowing how he can be sometimes, though, I would get it and he wouldn't ever use it. He wants to inspect the bathroom, doesn't he? I wanted to do a woods walk with some of these questions, but it's really cold out, and I don't think Cinnabon would appreciate his feet getting cold like that. Look at that, man. You did a number on that paper, didn't you, buddy? Yeah, you did a number to this, huh? Tell us about your girlfriend already. Good to see you. So happy. Well, thank you. Well, as many of you know, her name is Claudia, and she will be back, huh, buddy? Uh-huh. He misses her too, don't you, buddy? You miss Claudia? You probably miss all the treats she gives you too, huh? Yeah, she's a little bit better at dispensing treats than I am. Is that all we heard you, buddy? We're just big treat dispensers? Yeah? Okay. Mm. A lot of the toys you see are from her. And her mama, too. Yeah. Not only has she improved Cinema's life, but she's improved mine as well. Yeah. What would you do with Cinnabon if you had to move to another city or even a U.S. state? Would you bring Cinnabon with you? Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't. Oh, that'd be so terrible. I would never leave him behind. I've heard of people doing that. I don't get it. How could somebody do that, right? And maybe there's crazy circumstances, like if somebody goes to prison or something like that, where they have no choice. But yeah, I would absolutely take him with me. What is Cindy's favorite? I love it when people come up with nicknames with them too. It's cute because I call them a lot of these. Sometimes I don't, though. Sometimes these are unique. What is Cindy's favorite flavor of wet food? What's your favorite wet food, buddy? Yeah. He likes them all. I don't know if he really has a favorite. He definitely likes the cuts versus the pate. Do you like the silver, gray, and brown tiger striped tabby versions of Cinnabon too? Yeah, I don't really have a never really had a preference for type of cat. I guess I used to like the blue Russians, but you know, you can't really pick a color of a cat like you could if you're buying a new car. They just kind of happen. Oh no, he's gone. My Tony is a silver gray tiger striped short haired tabby version, and my Aunt Helen has a brown tiger striped short haired tabby version named Maggie. Oh, it's cute. Tony enjoys watching you and Cinnabon with me on every episode you release on YouTube. That's so cute. I love it when people send me pictures and videos of their cat watching Cinnabon and myself, I guess, because I'm sometimes in the videos. You can definitely hear me. But I think that's really cute. And yeah, yeah, the only cats that I think are kind of gross looking are I think they're called sphinxes. They don't have fur. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I don't think those cats are that attractive. And there's another type of cat that has a weird face that's like that, but with fur. They almost look too human, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit. But that's just my personal preference. I'm sure they're good cats. Oh, no, he's not going to let me grab the notes. Okay. Let's see. Next question. I often read what people enjoy about your videos. However, my question is, what do you enjoy most about making them? Wow. The gun videos are the most fun for me because I like to cut together and edit those. It's just interesting. But I like probably the ones inside are okay. They're a little repetitive. But when it's summer, I really love filming and cutting together like the sunset, sunrises, Cinnabon climbing trees. Those are the fun videos for me to do, especially since we're both outside. He loves being outside, and I like it when I'm out there with him because he can fully enjoy himself while he's safe too. That's probably the most fun for me anyway. That's a great question too. Also, I owe you and Cinnabon a big thank you. During lockdown, I had to sit my Viva final oral exam for my doctorate. Usually friends turn up and are already encouraging and supportive and keep the candidates calm. However, with lockdown, my exam was done remotely, so I enjoyed a lovely woods walk with you, both whilst I waited for it to start. I went into the Viva, I think I'm pronouncing that right, VIVA, feeling nice and calm, and heard later that the chair of the exam panel said it was the best Viva she'd ever been to or ever seen. So thank you again. Well, that is cool. Congratulations. I'm sure it wasn't without a lot of hard work on your part, so that's on you, so good work. If we helped at all, you're welcome. We're happy to help. Do you know of other ways in which your videos have been so positive for viewers? Absolutely. A lot of people either can't have a cat where they live, or perhaps they had a cat and lost a cat, and they watch the videos as a form of comfort and sort of to live vicariously. Or maybe they're young and their parents will let them have a cat in their home. Yeah, some people are just that way. Maybe they're allergic to cats too and they can't have one, but they want to have one, so they watch our videos. So it's therapeutic for a lot of people in that ways, and I'm sure many others too that I'm not even thinking of. Some people say it's a lot of ASMR, kind of relaxing too, which is a little bit different than what I described. It also is of comfort for a lot of people, helping them fall asleep and things like that. Now that your channel is popular, have you considered having a few channel mods? Moderators, people that help control the comments, would help sort out the bots and trolls. Yeah, I never actually thought about that. In fact, I didn't even know it was possible until recently, but I don't know if it's at the point yet, but in time it may be necessary. The comment section is pretty well self-regulated. If I see a mean comment or something that's inappropriate, generally YouTube will get rid of it, or it's on, I don't know what kind of bots they have that automatically get rid of it. Also, a lot of the viewers are good about chiming in too and being defensive and protective. So I definitely appreciate people looking out. So thank you for that. You want to go outside, buddy? We can ask some questions outside. Okay, let me get my shoes on. Yes. Hey, so I take it back. We will finish this outside. Oh, we got deer. We got deer out here, don't we, buddy? Oh, yeah. It's a little chilly. We'll read the first question outside on the deck. Do you collect cats on stamps or cats on postcards? I really don't. I don't have a large cat collection of items, but I do like, as you saw earlier today, observing that kind of stuff at antique places, but I don't have a whole lot. I did see a lot of cat books too. Does Cinnabon still sleeps on his couch? Some of these I just read kind of exactly how they are, so some of them might not make the most sense, which is okay. He does. He sleeps on the leather one upstairs. Sometimes the green one downstairs too. How about you, buddy? Have you ever tried letting Cinnabon play piano or keyboard? I've seen plenty of videos of cats pawing at piano keys, so I'm just wondering. I don't have any of that type of stuff, but I do love the keyboard cat video. It has like a short hair version of Cinnabon playing a song. That deer's not afraid of us, huh, buddy? My question is, what was the exact moment you found out that you had finally reached 100,000 subscribers? Did you smile or stunned, no reaction, or were you relieved or already thought about the future, like how long you'd be doing this on YouTube? LOL. Oh, one more. How long does it take to get that plaque from YouTube? Thanks and congratulations, finally. Well, thank you. I think I mentioned the plaque earlier. It takes, it depends on the individual. It really was like a week or two after we reached a milestone that it was in my hands. So I haven't opened it yet, it's just the box. But we'll do an unboxing, a fun video about that later. But the first part of your question, what was my reaction to the 100,000? It's kind of funny because it hit 100,000. I was watching it too, because when I got close, I was kind of refreshing and watching it. There's deer over there too. And I remember it hit 100,000, but at the same time, I was kind of going through a weird time where there were subscribers that were coming and going at the same time. So it hit 100,000, then it went back to 99.9, and it did that for like a few hours, which was hilarious. So it really was kind of it's like the anticipation was built up, but it went back and forth, and it finally stabilized. I mean, it kind of goes up and down. It's really weird, especially if YouTube goes through like the weird accounts and gets rid of accounts sometimes, and then it kind of changes things. I just love the perfect home you have. Have you lived there for a long time? I'd have to think about that. It's been at least 5 years, maybe a little bit more than 5 years, so I guess that's a long time. Okay, buddy, you want to go deeper in the woods? Are you comfortable there? I'm not sure about how comfortable these deer are going to be. Oh, yeah, they don't like that. Oh, you want to go up there, buddy? Want to go a little deeper? We'll try to. See if he wants to follow us. See if I can make it up this hill without falling. It's a little, with the snow, it's a little slippery. You want to come with, boo-boo? He might. Oh, yeah, he does. How come you never pick up Cinnabon? I do all the time. You just don't really see it because it's very hard for me to film that without setting the camera up. But I pick them up on a daily basis. Oh, there's a whole group of deer up there. Look at that. That's cool. You see them too, buddy, don't you? I pick them up all the time. Probably too much, honestly. But when Claudia's back, she'll film me a lot more, I'm sure. And you'll probably get a lot more shots of me holding Cinnabon. Did you ever imagine that one little stray ginger cat would turn your world upside down? Never, ever. I never would have thought that. Love this channel so much. Thank you for taking such great care of Cinnabon. Well, thank you. Yeah, it definitely was unexpected. He's probably not too thrilled about being back here in the snow. Are you ever going to launch merchandise? Yes, I had planned to a couple of years ago. It just never happened. We do have some ready. I don't know when that's going to be, though. It's not a whole lot right now, but I would love to do shirts and mugs and all that stuff. It's just an incredible amount of work and time, and I don't know when I'll be able to do that, but definitely have some plans and have had plans for a long time now. Hey, buddy, ready for the next page? All right. It's a little hard with only 2 hands doing this. Question, true or false? You almost called Cinnabon Tula after the Russians' arms manufacturer. That is true. And for years, I've liked that name for cats or dogs or whatever. And actually, my buddy, he and his girlfriend adopted a cat, and he was asking for insight on a name, and I suggested Tula, and that's the name of their cat, Tula. Or they have 2 cats now, Tula and Osi. Yeah, so it's kind of cool that it translated into their cat's name too. Wonder if Cinnabon will show any interest in the silver plaque button when you get it. That's a good question. We will find out. I don't know when I'll film that. Hopefully, I mean, it will be sometime this year. What is your brother's channel? My brother's channel is Anxiety War. So Every once in a while, he'll be in one of my videos, and I put a link in the description to his. And I'll try to remember to do that in the description to this video, too, which has quite a few links already to some videos. But I'll put a link to his channel, too, in there if I remember. Hopefully I do. If not, just type in anxiety word, and you'll find him. What kind of cell phone do you use? I love your videos. Well, thank you very much. I use an iPhone SE, which is kind of the budget iPhone, but it's actually not bad. Oh, you're going off the path, buddy. It's a little cold, not gonna lie. So hopefully I don't act or sound too jittery right now. Are you going to install a Cine a state-of-the-art microchip cat flap? I've thought about that. Oh, I think it's gonna go to the bathroom. We'll give him privacy. I thought about that, but the cat flap in general, I don't think I have a good house plan for that or a good layout for that. So I don't think I'll be doing that, at least in the near future, unless I have a different house or something. What's Cinnabon's favorite food? He loves his greeny treats and his wet food. As far as wet food goes, he likes the Shiba cuts. Oh, there's a deer. That deer has a long neck. Holy cow, what the heck? Am I seeing that right? What the heck? Whoa. That actually freaked me out a little bit. Look at his lifting his paw. Oh, hopefully I don't. That deer's neck looked twice as long as it should be. That's crazy, buddy. Must be from New Jersey or something. Just kidding. He got into the garbage. That's terrible. What's your favorite type of cat and favorite type of dog? Favorite type of cat, I guess, is going to have to be a Siberian forest cat, which is 10% of Cinnabon. But no, I pretty much like most cats. The longer hair, I don't know, I guess because Cinnabon has longer hair, I kind of tend to like those longer hair cats. A favorite type of dog, definitely German Shepherds. I grew up with German Shepherds, so they always have a special place in my heart. 2 questions here. Does Cinnabon enjoy being draped in a warm blanket fresh out of the dryer? I've never really tried that, I don't think, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind it too much. I generally just don't do that unless he comes inside soaking wet and needs a towel. Oh, is he going to jump up that tree? Of course. He's going to do some hunting. How come we don't see him on his blanketed chair? He just doesn't like to go there anymore. I don't know why. I removed that blanket after he just stopped going there for several months. Cats, like people, do change their preferences where they like to go to, so I just attribute it to that. Lex, when did you realize you're actually a cat person? Probably when I started getting the materials together to build him a house out on the deck. My only question is for Cinnabon. Why are you so cute? Haha. Cinnabon, why are you so cute, little boo-boo? Why are you so cute? I'm pretty cold right now. My goodness, he's probably cold too. Question, will Claudia appear in another video next time she visits? Yes, at the very least, you'll probably hear her in another video and she'll be filming. I don't know if she'll actually appear in the video, but she probably will. But we'll see. Does Cinnabon hog the bed at night? Not really. He's okay. He can kind of get too close sometimes, which makes me too hot, like too warm. But he's not that bad of a bed hog, I guess. Like, not as bad as some other animals can be. All humility aside, do you ever get tired of us viewers thanking you for your time and patience in adopting scared stray Cinnabon? How he's flourished because of you, and telling you what a great cat dad you've become, especially for someone who is not really a cat person, in quotes at the end. No, not really. It doesn't bother me. They're all compliments, so it shouldn't. Nobody should be bothered by being complimented like that, and it truthfully doesn't bother me. It can be a little overwhelming sometimes, but probably most of the comments I don't see anyway. But for the ones I do see, it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it's nice that people take time out of their day to compliment or praise someone, so definitely appreciate that. Yeah. Is there a new ghost or creepy story that happened recently to you? Sir Alex or Bonbon? No, I kind of talked about this earlier. Nothing too lately. I mean, he'll still stare at stuff, but usually when I investigate what he's staring at, it'll be a bug on the wall or something like that. What are your plans now that you have 100,000 subscribers? Nothing really. We're pretty much just staying the course. A lot of the content you're going to see later is going to be... There's that cat, the deer with the long neck. That's a weird looking deer. Oh, he's stomping too. He's like, something's going on up there. Oh, there's more. There's so many. Look, they're coming out. He's very aware of it. But yeah, we're not... We'll try to put out cooler videos, I guess. But a lot of it's going to be the same, which I think is a good idea to keep the content similar. It's starting to get kind of cold. I might go inside soon. What is the worst thing that got you in trouble as a kid? Assuming you were an angel, of course. I wasn't. As a kid, I think everyone does crazy stuff. I remember a long time ago, there was a tree. I think it was in my aunt, uncle's, and grandma's house. Grandpa's house. There was a tree. I don't know why, but it was a little tree, and I was digging it up. And I'm sure that. Oh man, it's really cold. It's really cold, buddy. I think I'm gonna head inside now. Okay. I can barely even answer this question. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. But anyway, there's a tree. And I dug it up as a little kid, and my grandma was very upset. I'm sure I got spanked for it, but I don't know why. I just wanted to dig up. It was like a tree, like a little bit smaller than that little one there. And I dug it up, and I think she saved it. But as a kid, I don't know. I used to like to dig holes. Hey, Mr. Peekaboo, we gotta go inside. It's very cold out here. I'm about to finish the questions indoors, okay, boo-boo? Man, my fingers are numb. I can't even feel them, so I need to get inside and warm up a little bit. Isn't that right, buddy? You gonna come inside with me? I'm sure he will. We'll see you inside, everyone. Oh, come here, buddy. I can't feel my hand anymore. Let's go inside. This is bad. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. After you, buddy. Come on. Come on. Oh, you want me to go first? Nope. Oh, drop the phone. Oh, I gotta take a break. Oh, we're back inside, aren't we, buddy? Oh, it was it was cold out there. My hands are still pretty numb, but we'll finish up the questions here. Let's see. Where do we leave off? As Cinnabon spends his years with you, what are your future plans with Cinnabon? I think when he gets older and becomes a senior cat, I want to have him inside a lot more, maybe even permanently. He's not going to like that, so I'll probably go out with him, but I won't be letting him, when he gets older, I won't be letting him outside by himself anymore. He's still young and adventurous and knows how to evade bad things. Yeah. Do you know if Cinnabon ever somersaults down the stairs when he is home alone? I'm sure he does, much like he does with playtime, because I do... Oops, sorry, buddy. I can barely pet you because my hands are so numb. But I do see his toys kind of moved around, and I'm sure he plays without me. Because he'll while I'm like cleaning a gun or something, he'll just play by himself. So I'm sure he still does his somersaults by himself. But probably not as much because, you know, he can interact with me. Oh. Does Cinnabon ever do anything that irks you? I answered this a little bit already with just the various things, like when I'm getting ready for work or something, he'll just be screaming at me, or if I'm in the bathroom, he'll just be screaming at me to hurry up. Have you done anything that irked Cinnabon? Oh yeah, he doesn't like it when if I'm playing with him, and I don't know what it is, but like if I like pat him too much, or like if I pat him in the back, he'll kind of get mad at me and he'll attack me. Yes, he will. Like not in a mean way, just kind of a playful way. I'm sure that irks him. Also, what irks him is when, like, I'm laying down, he's laying on my lap, and if I have to get up and do something, if I start to get up, he'll start freaking out. He doesn't like that. When he doesn't like to move, he doesn't like to move. All right, I think we might have one more page. Oh, no, not anymore. He's going to step on it. Oh, can I please turn the page? There we go. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, mm-hmm. How do you stop a cat from bullying another cat? I don't know, Cinnamon. How do you? We should ask him that. My cat, Mikey, doesn't let me pet my mom's cat, Katie. Should I hit him or what? I don't think you should hit the cat unless the cat's, like, attacking you or something. But no, I don't know. I'm not an expert on cat behavior with other cats, so I can't really answer that. I'm sure you can probably ask people in the comments here, or perhaps Reddit thread. You can look it up on Reddit or something. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't think you should hit the cat, and generally you shouldn't hit animals unless they're like trying to kill you or something, you know, or whatever. But unless you're just joking about that last part. But yeah, how do you stop a cat from bullying another cat? I don't know if you even can. I mean, cats are cats. They're very territorial. I think sometimes exposure, they can learn to tolerate each other, but again, you might have to ask a vet or someone that's a little more qualified, because I haven't really had a lot of experience with cat-to-cat interaction. Mostly just cat and human. You know, I can give advice all day because I've been through that before. Will you give Cinnabon a celebratory dinner for reaching 100,000? Oh, he gets celebratory dinner and treats all the time. Yeah, it's tempting to kind of give a cat or a dog like a treat or something, but he's pretty much always spoiled with treats and things like that. And I don't want to just give him a ton of food, like an extra dinner, because that can be kind of interrupt his food schedule. I'm pretty careful as to what I give him. I don't want to give him excess of anything, because if you give a cat too much food, they can throw up, because they have kind of, you know, for being an animal that eats a lot of animals outside, they do have sensitive stomachs, and so you have to be kind of careful with anything. You know, it's a little bit different from a person, you know, where you can just have a cake or like a special meal, whereas with an animal like a cat, you have to be a little bit careful with that. Is it time to get a better camera now? Probably not. I'll probably get a better camera when I get a new phone. This one's definitely an improvement from the last one, so I'm sure the next one obviously will be a newer generation iPhone. So it's not time right now, but that time will come eventually. Hey Lex, are you going to do unboxing video when you get the YouTube plaque? Absolutely. As far as when that's going to happen, before the end of the year, which I know is very vague. I'm sure we'll think of something. So stay tuned for that. Has your sleep improved with Cinnabon sleeping with you? Hasn't, to be honest. I don't think so. Generally, it's not a good idea to sleep with pets. I know a lot of people disagree. I believe there's some healing with that, but overall, he's getting a lot better. But early on, he would want out at 3 in the morning, and then he would interrupt the night many times. It's not bad now, or maybe I'm just getting used to it, but I'm pretty sure that it's not recommended to sleep with pets. And one issue too that we have is, not this time of year, but in the summer and other times of year when there's ticks, he brings ticks in the bed a lot. And it's not his fault. He gets treated for them, but I have a theory that they latch onto him and they're like, oh, this guy's being treated for it. We have to find a new host. So they go for me. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Again, he's treated for these things, but it's an issue because I had 2 that actually got into me. I had to get him out. It was really bad. I can't risk that. It's a health issue. It can put me in the hospital or worse. So in the summer, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to probably get him like a nice little, well, he has beds around the house, but I'll probably have to keep my door closed during that time of year. He's going to hate it, and I don't even want to think about having to do that to him, but it's not worth the risk. So, but I don't want to get on a tangent, but as far as sleeping, I don't know if it's improved a lot. I don't sleep well if he's outside because I worry about him. So when he's in the house, I do sleep better knowing that he's safe in the house. But as far as quality of sleep with him in the bed, probably not so much, really. It is nice in the winter, though, because I don't really have to worry about ticks or anything like that. And he is like a little heater. But overall, it's probably not an improvement. I hate to say it, but I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about. It's just they get up a lot. They need a lot of things. They will wake you up if they need something. And that's obviously, you know, I deal with that. It's not a problem, but it's not conducive to a good sleep schedule, right? I don't care who you are. It's like if you're being woken up, it's not a good thing. But that's just how it is. How old are you and your yellow cat? I already answered that about Cinnabon's age. Really have no idea, probably 5 to 7 years old. How old am I? Well, I am in my early 30s now. I'm 31 years young. So about a third of my life. Anyway. Well, that's all the questions, so thank you all so much for asking them. I answered most of them. There's some of them I can't answer for like privacy reasons or whatever, but I'm sure you understand. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining us. Sorry it took me so long once again, but it is a lot of work to do these videos because they're so long. It takes a lot of editing and things like that. So we're able to go outside, so I'm pretty thrilled about that because it's cold, and I know a lot of you love the woods walks. I try to do more, but it's still pretty cold. It's Michigan. It's cold in February. It's going to be cold through March and even in April too. So, but by mid-April, things are a lot better. So we'll have more woods walks, maybe some rainy woods walks. Rain's a lot better than that crap out there. Actually, I feel my hands in the rain usually, but anyway. Thanks again, everyone. Be safe out there. God bless. And I can't stress enough, be safe, stay well. Please be cautious when you're out there. There's a lot of bad things going on out there, so I just want you to be safe. Don't want anyone to get sick. So please just be safe. Be very careful. Keep your hands washed. Stay clean. Exercise good hygiene. Drink lots of water. Be good out there, everybody. Yes. You too, Cinnabon. Yeah. Everyone be a cool cat, okay? All right. Bye-bye. Well, that was a quiet goodbye. Someone want to say bye-bye? I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's probably going to be pretty long. Yeah. So thanks for watching if you made it this far. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, no. You don't want to say goodbye, do you, buddy? Well, I guess we just won't end the video then. Just kidding. All videos have to come to an end eventually. Yes. All right, see you later. Night-night.